What if Deku joined Team JPDE? Madonna's Anthology of Hearts. NEO. After classes had ended for the day, Deku went to go see Madonna Arc in Vale. "Hello, Mrs. Arc," Deku greeted. "Hello, Izuku. Ready to spin some tales of youthful debauchery?" Madonna asked. "I wouldn't call it debauchery," Deku said, slightly embarrassed. "Call it what you will. So, what are you going to talk to me about? Or is it an event you want to recall?" Madonna asked. Deku thought for a moment before deciding to tell Madonna about Neo. "There's this friend I've made in Vale. Her name is Jane. Jane Doe," Deku said, stopping himself before revealing he was close with one of Vale's most notorious criminals. "A friend, you say? It doesn't sound like it," Madonna said. "Well, it's complicated to say the least," Deku said. "Please? Do tell me more," Madonna said. "Well, starting with the biggest thing, we're unofficially married," Deku said. "Excuse me? You're married?" Madonna asked. "If you count being ambushed and having a ring slipped on your finger," Deku said. "I see. And I can already tell she's a character," Madonna said. "She is. The best way I would describe her is as cat or chihuahua-like," Deku said. "You're gonna have to expand on that," Madonna said. "Well, she can be a bitch at times. She likes to hit, kick and bite when she's mad," Deku said. "Oh gods. Are you sure you're okay? Do I need to call someone?" Madonna asked. "Maybe. But she is a cat that's been declawed," Deku said. "Huh?" Madonna said. "She's mute. And not by choice. She didn't have the best childhood," Deku said. "That's terrible to hear. I hope she's doing okay now," Madonna said. "She is. She's got someone who's been looking after her since they found her as a child," Deku said. "That's good to hear. So we have this feisty bossy girl who take what she wants." Madonna said. "There goes the cogs a turning, and here comes the regret to hit me in the face," Deku said. "That's it. Sorry Izuku, I must dash. This story isn't going to write itself," Madonna said. Madonna then took off. Some time later, Deku received a call from Madonna as the school day had come to an end. Deku knew what this meant. Madonna had finished writing the first draft. "Good afternoon, Mrs. Arc," Deku greeted. "Hello my dear. Here you go," Madonna said. Madonna then passed over the first draft. "Here we go again," Deku said. Deku began to read the first draft. Izuku entered a tall office building. He was starting his first day of his internship today at one of the biggest companies in Vale, Torchwick Law Firm. As he came up to the reception, he noticed a woman with red hair talking to a blonde man in overalls. The woman was clearly a receptionist whilst the man seemed like a janitor. "I was thinking we could spend some time after work together, Jaun," the woman said. "You really want to spend time with me, Pyrrha?" Jaun asked. "I wanna do more than spend time with you," Pyrrha said, pulling on her shirt showing off her cleavage. Jaun blushed. Jaun said. "Excuse me," Izuku said. The two jumped in surprise. Pyrrha quickly did up her shirt whilst Jaun quickly left. "Hello. I'm Pyrrha Nikos, how may I help you?" Pyrrha asked. "Hello Miss Nikos, I'm Izuku Midoriya. I'm here to start my internship," Izuku said. "One moment please," Pyrrha said. Pyrrha started typing on her computer. "Say, you didn't hear anything from the conversation I was having with Jaun?" Pyrrha said. "What conversation? And who's Jaun?" Izuku asked. "That's good. That attitude will get you far in a place like this," Pyrrha said. "I hope so," Izuku said. Here we go. Yes, Izuku Midoriya starting internship. I'll call someone down too." "Oh, good morning Miss Doe," Pyrrha said. Izuku instinctively turned around to look at this Miss Doe, but he didn't see anyone. "Look down," Pyrrha said. Izuku looked down to see a sight. Standing before him was a very short woman. Now Izuku was very tall man, so he typically much taller than others, But this height difference was ridiculous. This woman was just barely taller than half his height. Now in complete opposite to her lack in growth in height, the woman before him had grown in other places. She had a chest and rear that looked fake. Izuku couldn't help but stare at the woman, something she took notice of. She looked Izuku up and down, before focusing on one part of Izuku. She then smiled. "Izuku, this is Jane Doe. She's the CEO of Torchwick law firm," Pira said. "It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Doe," Izuku said, extending his hand for a handshake. "Likewise, Izuku. And please call me Jane. I prefer a more casual setting at this company," Jane said through a text-to-speech app. "I see. Then it is nice to meet you, Jane," Izuku said. "Better," Jane said. "Now, Izuku, if you would just wait a moment, I'll have someone come down to teach you the ropes," Pira said. "No need, Pira. I'll personally train our newest employee. By the end of the day, he'll know everything he needs to know," Jane said. "Very well then," Pira said. "Izuku, please, come with me," Jane said. Izuku followed after Jane into an elevator. "I suppose you must be wondering why I talk through a text-to-speech app," Jane said. "It did take me by surprise, but it doesn't matter to me. And I don't want to pry into your life. You're my boss and we've only just met," Izuku said. "You don't have to worry about that. I am open and honest about my past with everyone. I mean, this law firm wouldn't be what it is without it," Jane said. "Huh," Izuku said. "When I was a child, I didn't exactly have a good childhood, if you understand what I mean. It's the reason why I have to talk through this app. But that all changed when the founder of this law firm, Roman Torchwick, saved me and many others and brought the people that hurt us to justice. After that, the law firm grew and grew. Now Roman is enjoying an early retirement as I took over," Jane said. "I'm sorry to hear what you went through," Izuku said. "The past is in the past. I look towards the future, a happier, brighter future," Jane said. "I hope I'll be able to make that happen," Izuku said. "Oh, I'm sure you will," Jane said, licking her lips. Jane then proceeded to show Izuku around and taught him what to do. The day went on with Izuku learning so much. "And here we have the records room," Jane said. "Wow. This is a very large records room," Izuku said. "We are a large company after all. Gotta store our records somewhere. But don't worry about the size, you'll barely ever enter this records room. This room is mainly for copies of papers from other floors. Each floor deals with a certain legal issue and keeps records in the records room on their floor. You'll mainly come in here when a case is finished to put away the copies," Jane said. "I see. Better learn how this is all sorted," Izuku said. "That's why we are here. If you can find something in this room, you can find anything," Jane said. "Then I guess I better start learning," Izuku said. "That's the spirit," Jane said. Jane then began to teach Izuku how things were stored in the records. "And remember, if you ever find yourself getting lost and confused, don't hesitate to ask for help. I prefer you do that than waste time trying to do things on your own," Jane said. "Got it," Izuku said. "And speaking of helping, mind giving me a hand? I'm not exactly built for this place," Jane said. "Oh, sure," Izuku said. Izuku then walked up to Jane. "Which one do you need?" Izuku asked. "That one," Jane pointed to. "Okay, 1 second," Izuku said. Izuku reached up, but as he did, he felt something soft pressing against his crotch. He looked down to see that Jane's chest was being pressed against his crotch. Izuku faced flushed, immediately realizing what he had just done and how his body had reacted. "Oh my gods, Jane. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean," Izuku panicked. "Home. Such a big friend," Jane said. "Huh," Izuku said. "So, what do you think?" Madonna asked. "I think it's a wild fantasy that could never happen. The CEO of a company would never have sex with anyone in their company, let alone an intern," Izuku said. That's why it's a fantasy, my dear, Madonna said. That's fair, I guess, Deku said. And might I say, that you are currently living out a fantasy with all the girlfriends you have, Madonna said. I am. No comment, Deku said. And one more thing. Don't lie to me again. I know who Jane Doe really is, Madonna said. How do you know? You know what, never mind. Okay, Madonna, I won't lie to you again, Deku said. Good. Now, here's your pay, Madonna said.